So in this text, in this reading passage too, we have got list of headings, and from question number 14 to 27 headings, we have paragraph A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and another type of question, one word only, that is gap fill question. Okay, this is gap fill, or let's say summary completion. What happens? This is summary completion without options. Okay, and in this passage we have just got two types of questions, one matching heading and another summary completion.
Summary question.
And our method is same. We'll read the paragraph, first paragraph, and then we shall choose the best heading for paragraph number A from the list of headings. Okay, then we'll be going back to another type of question. Either the question is taken or not. Okay, how does this desolenter work? Okay, this is the keyword. So we have to kill two birds with a single stone. We never repeat the paragraph. Okay, let's begin here. Reading test 3, reading passage 2, you should spend about 20 minutes on questions 14 to 26, which are based on reading passage 2 on the page 63 and 64. Questions 14 to 20, reading passage 2 has 7 sections A to G. Choose the correct heading for each section from the list of headings below. Write the correct number I to X in boxes 14 to 20 in your answer sheet, list of headings. Okay. Shall I begin now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the desalinator producing clean water. It is already paraphrased here. The process of producing clean or fresh water. Traveling around Thailand in the 1990s, William Jensen was impressed with the basic rooftop solar heating systems that were on many homes. He saw these rooftop solar heating systems and they were everywhere, where energy from the sun was absorbed by a plate, okay, and then used to heat water for domestic use. And it was used to heat water for domestic use. 2 decades later, okay, 20 years later, Jensen developed, he developed, oh, he developed or he coined, he devised the basic idea he saw in Southeast Asia. When he saw this, later he derived or made into a portable device that uses for power from the sun to purify water. So first he saw, then later he made the device, okay? This is the theme. What is the central theme of this passage? First he saw this, let's say, rooftop solar system. Then later, after 20 years, he made the, let's say, device. Let's read the headings. Getting the finance for production, nothing about finance and production. An unexpected benefit, there is nothing about benefit. From initial inspiration to new product. Is it the answer?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like a pretty fine. From initial inspiration to new product, he first saw and got inspired, and later he produced a new product. It seems pretty fine. Let's see other headings. The range of potential customers for the device, nothing about potential one. What makes the device different from alternatives? Nothing about this. Cleaning water from a range of sources. Cleaning water, no, there is nothing about water source. Overcoming production difficulties, nothing about this. Profit not the primary goal, doesn't make sense. While a warm welcome for the device, nothing about warm welcome. The number of people affected by water shortage. So the answer is absolutely from initial
C.
inspiration to the to new product. The answer can't be like that. Then this is question number 14. Okay, I am just going to write 14 here. Right? Have you written question number 14 answer?
Yes, sir.
What's that? The answer is
From the initial
triple I.
inspiration to the new product.
It's 14. Okay. The answer is what's the answer is 14. Okay. We have pressed this heading. And then there is nothing about the function. Okay, how does it work? It's still not in the first paragraph. The function, it only talks about the first initiation. Read the second paragraph. The desalator operates, it talks about the operation as a mobile distillation unit that can take water from different places, such as the sea, rivers, boreholes, and rain, and purify it for human consumption. It is particularly valuable in regions where natural groundwater rivers, reserves have been polluted, or where seawater is the only water source available. It talks about uh, distillation unit. Okay, let's continue. And Jensen saw that there was a need for a sustainable way to clean water in both the developing and the developed countries when he moved to the United Arab Emirates and saw large-scale water processing. I was confronted with the enormous carbon footprint that the Gulf nations have become of all the distillation that they do, he says. This talks about all Arab countries, okay, enormous carbon, these, United Emirates, and developed countries, developing and developed countries. When he moved to United Arab Emirates and saw large-scale water processing, I was confronted with the enormous carbon footprint in the half Gulf nations. Okay, it was seen in Gulf nations. Let's go to the headings and read. This is already done. And then I can read the first heading, getting the finance for production, nothing about finance and production, and unexpected inflow, the range of potential customers for the device, nothing about potential customers.
Clean water from the range of source.
What makes the device different from alternatives, nothing about difference between this and this. Cleaning water from a range of sources, cleaning water from range of sources, somehow, let's see,
Somehow.
overcoming production difficulties, overcoming, it seems some different sources that it talks about this. We shall read. Overcoming production difficulties, nothing about this. Profit and primary goal, a warm welcome for the device. Warm welcome.
The number
No.
of affected by the
The
water
number of people
storage.
affected by. The answer is exactly this. Water sources. The range of it
Answer is
talks about the sea.
false.
Mobile distillation that can take water from different places, such as this, and this.
These storage and rain and purifies for human consumption.
This is the answer. It talks about this such sea, whatever, okay? Water from different places such as sea, this. Okay. The answer for question number 15 is,
Cleaning water from a
yeah,
range of source.
that is exactly. And are you getting the point, guys? Moving on,
Yes,
here
sir.
it talks about the operations. Decilentro works. The energy required to operate the decilentro comes from sunlight. The device can be used in different locations as it has locations. It has. There is nothing about this right now. Okay. The question has not come yet. Okay, let's read paragraph number C then. The desalinator can produce 15 liters of drinking water per day. That's fine. Enough to sustain a family for cooking and drinking. Its main selling point is that unlike standard, unlike means other, okay? This talks about difference. Unlike standard distillation techniques, it doesn't require a generated power supply. This is different, just sunlight. It measures 120 cm by 90, 120 cm by 90 cm, and it is easy to transport thanks to its wheels. It has wheels also, okay? It is portable. Okay, this is different than others, okay? Water enters through a pipe and flows as a thin film between a sheet of double glazing and the surface of the solar
The
panel,
surface
where
of
it is heated by the sun.
the
The warm water follows into a small boiler heated by a solar power
groundwater flows
battery, where
into
it is
the
converted to
reservoir.
steam. When the steam cools, it becomes distilled water. The device has a very simple filter to trap particles, okay, to trap particles, and this can easily be shaken to remove them. There are two tubes for liquid coming out, one for the waste, salt from seawater, fluoride, etc., and another for the distilled water. The performance of the unit is shown in an LCD screen and transmitted to the company which provides servicing when necessary. So this is particularly typically different than others. Its main selling point is that unlike standard distillation techniques, it doesn't require this generated power. It is different than others. It talks about this. Let's see getting the
A warm water question for a device.
no, an unexpected benefit no, the range of potential customers for the device no, what makes the device different from alternatives. This seems pretty fine. Did you see this answer? I guess this is the answer. Overcoming production difficulties.
What makes a device
One primary goal, a warm welcome for the device, the number of people affected by the shortage. The answer is exactly, what makes the device different from others. It has something like this, blah blah. So this is question number 16. Okay. Now we have to go back to the another question. Then check the answer. Let's say the energy required to operate the desalinator comes from sunlight. The device can be used. Can be okay. Let me. Sorry. Can be used in different locations as it has. And
Two
what is
wheels. Two
fed
wheels.
to pipe? Okay, we have got the question area. It is taken from here in paragraph number C. Let's see. Okay, generated power supply. This is the area. Here, see the question area. The device can be used in this. Okay, this up required from water fed into. Okay, it can be used in different location as it has. What it has? It has wheels.
Two wheels.
It has here. Yes. Let's
it
see.
Two
has
wheels.
two
Distillation
wheels.
techniques, it doesn't require a generated power supply, just sunlight. It measures 120 by 90 and is easy to transport thanks to its two wheels. Answer is wheels. Answer is wheels. Here the answer is WHELS wheels. Okay. Okay, then we have got the answer of all here, I guess. Water is fed into a pipe and a singular noun is missing. Okay. Of water flows over a solar panel. And water is fed into, let's see, water enters through a pipe and flows as a thin film, okay, between the sheet of the double glazing. Answer is a thin film. Pipe is already there, pipe flows on the thin
It is
film.
a thin film between a sheet of double
Answer
glazing.
is, the answer is film. What is the answer? What is the spelling?
FILM.
Okay, write down.
FILM.
The answer is, oh shit, what's up? The answer is film, okay. Continue reading. We have got the answer. The water then enters a
Sir.
boiler where it turns into steam. Steam we got. Any particles in
Sir,
water are
screen share is not.
no,
Screen share is lost.
no screen sharing.
Screen share is not given.
Do you see now?
Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
So we got the answer film, okay? Then the water then enters a boiler where it turns into steam. Any particles in the water are caught in a, again singular countable noun is missing. They are caught in a, the particles, we got the answer here, particles, there was particles, okay, particles was somewhere here, okay, trap particles. Let's read. When the device has a very simple filter, this is the answer, filter, to trap particles. Answer is filter. Question number 23, answer is filter. That's pretty fine. Oh, filter. And we will have to match headings only then. And the purified water comes out through one tube and all types of come out all types of. What is the answer? Let's see. We shall be reading all types of and come out through another. Okay. Keep reading here. After filter, and then can be taken easily. There are two tubes. There are two tubes for liquid coming out, one for the waste. One liquid, another for waste. As what's coming? Liquid and waste. Salt from seawater, etc. Please see the answer. The purified water gets purified here by the filter, okay? And then purified water, then water comes out. Water means liquid comes out through one tube, and all type of waste. Waste is the answer. Why? Because this liquid comes out from one and another is waste. The answer is waste. Oh, that's fine. Question number 24 is waste. W-A-S-T-E. Waste. That's fine. Great. The screen displays the of the device. The screen displays. Look here again. Seawater and another is distilled water. The performance of the unit is shown on an LED screen and transmitted to the company which provides servicing when necessary. Okay, let's see. What is the eye screen displays the of the device, displays the what performance is performance. The performance of the unit is shown. This is paraphrase exactly. The answer is performance. Have you written performance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, and then we have got another answer also here. Oh, this is pretty fine. Here is performance, okay? Performance. Okay, the last question is here. And transmits the information to the company also that they know when the desalinator requires, it requires,
Servicing.
needs.
Servicing.
Let's say it seems. Okay,
Servicing.
servicing when necessary. Servicing, it requires servicing. Oh, that's great. Servicing. SERVICING. Great answer. Okay, we have now got the answers. Okay. SERVI.
CIN.
SERVICINGS.
CN.
Okay. Look here. We have got question number 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yes, 6 questions. That's fabulous. Now our job is to just read the paragraph and match the heading. Yes. Okay, Sujana, read the paragraph. D.
A recent analysis found that at least two-thirds of the world's population lives with severe water scarcity for at least a month every year. Janssen says that by 2030, half of the world's population will be living with water stress, where the demand exceeds the supply over a certain period of time. It is really important that a sustainable solution is brought to the market that is able to help these people. He says many countries don't have the money for the desalination plants, which are very expensive to build. They don't have the money to operate them. They are very maintenance intensive, and they don't have the money to buy the diesel to run the desalination plants. So it is a really bad situation.
So what is the central theme here? A recent analysis found that at least two-thirds of the world's population lives with service water's scarcity, problem of
Severe
scarcity,
waters.
okay? For at least a month every year. Johnson says that by 2030, half of the world's population will be living with water stress. It talks about the water problem, okay, scarcity,
Problem.
where the demand exceeds the supply over a certain period of time. It is really important that a sustainable solution is brought to the market that is able to help these people. He says many countries don't have the money for distillation plants, which are very expensive to build. They don't have the money to operate them. They are very maintenance intensive, and they don't have the money to buy diesel to run the distillation plants. And so it is a really bad situation. Okay, go here. Getting the finance for production, no. An unexpected benefit, no. A range of potential customers, no. Overcoming production difficulties, no. Profit not a primary goal, no.
Last one.
The warm welcome of this, no. The number of people affected by the, exactly, yes. It talks about all half of the population will they remain out of water 1 month, okay? Okay, that's fabulous. Great. The answer is for question number 17.
Yeah.
Just keep one, okay? We have done another type of question. So we have to just match the headings. Now in this paragraph E to read, the device is aimed to at a wide variety of users. It talks about wide variety of users, means maximum users. Yes, it is proposed from homeowners in the developing world who do not have a constant supply of water to people living off and grid in rural parts in the US. The first commercial versions of the desalinator are expected to be in operation in India early next year. After field tests are carried out, the market for the self-sufficient devices in developing countries is twofold. Those who cannot afford the money for the device outright and pay through microfinance, and middle income homes that can lease their own equipment. People in India don't pay for a freeze outright. They pay for it over 6 months. They would put the desalinator on their roof and hook it up to municipal supply, and they would get very reliable drinking water on a daily basis. Johnson says in the developed world, it is aimed in a niche market where tap water is unavailable for camping on boats or for the military for insurance. What does it talk about? It talks
Planning
about
solution.
the variety of users, okay? In case of India, developing country, they have to pay in, let's say, uh, they have to pay step by step in developed one this. Okay, let's go and we shall get the answer. Getting the finance for production, no, and unexpected benefit, no. The range of potential customer users. Does it talk about this? It talks about the wide range of users, yes. The range of potential customers for the device. Here it says in the first line, it is aimed at the wide variety of users. Exactly. India. This is the answer. Anyway, we shall see first there. Overcoming population difficulty production, no. Profit is not a primary goal, no. Or one item per a device, no. And the answer is exactly this. Question number 18.
18.
Yes. Question number 18. Okay, we have now 2 paragraphs to read. Anyway, we need to read a bit faster now. Sorry. Prices will vary according to where it is bought. In the developing world, the price will depend on what. Okay, it will depend on what deal a organization can negotiate. In developed countries, it is likely to come in at $1,000 a unit, said Johnson. We are a venture with a social mission. We are that the product we have envisioned is finding application in the developing world and humanitarian sector, and that this is the way we will proceed. What do okay we do realize though that would be a viable company, there is a bottom line to keep in mind, he says. What does it talk about? It talks about the let's say prices.
Prices.
And
Yes.
in developing all the price will depend on what deal an organization can negotiate. In developed countries, it likely to come this, and we are a venture with a social mission. We are that product may have envisioned in many finding application in the developing world and humanitarian sector. And it talks about humanitarian sector, and that is the way we will produce. Proceed. Okay. Now look here, getting the finance for production, nothing about production and finance, and unexpected benefit, nothing about this. Overcoming production difficulties, no. Profit not the primary goal. Oh, I'm looking for the this profit not the primary goal? There is, it talks about humanitarian. This makes the sense here. Look here. The mainly finding application in the developing world and humanitarian sector, and this is what the way we will produce. This talks about the humanitarian or let's say philanthropic jobs. Our theme is that the profit is not the primary goal. It talks about human services. Okay, that is 19. Now last heading is one question is left. The company itself is based at Imperial College London, although Johnson, its chief executive, still lives in the UAE. It has raised, means collected 3,40,000 pound in finding so far. It means collection of money.
Yes.
Let's see. Within 2 years, he says the company aims to be selling 1,000 units a month, mainly in the humanitarian field. They are expected to be sold in areas such as Australia, Northern China, Peru, Texas, and California. What does it talk about? It talks about the selling, okay, in all these countries. They're expected to be sold in areas such as Australia, okay, this. Let's see. Getting the finance for the production, is it? He has raised the money.
Yeah.
Unexpected benefit, no. Overcoming production difficulty, overwhelming. The answer is exactly this. This answer is, oh sorry. Do you see the screen?
No,
No,
sir.
No,
sir.
sir.
Oh shit, oh shit. You see now?
No, sir.
No.
Still not?
No.
Oh my God. Uh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Just wait. We have got the answer. Now we have to check the answers only, okay? Oh shit. Why doesn't this open? Do you see now on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we need to, this is answer 20, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And have we solved all the questions simultaneously?
Yes, sir.
Now it's time to check the answers then. If we get 8, around 8, we are great, okay, in reading. Around 8 in this reading test. Our target is just 8. It was 3, yes? Now check the answers. Question number 14 answer is triple I, yes?
Yes.
15
Yes.
Correct.
is answer correct.
Yes, sir.
16
Correct.
correct.
Yes.
Yes.
17
It is correct up to 20.
17 correct. 18 also correct.
Yeah, 19
Yes,
to
sir.
20.
19 correct. 20 distinctly chosen. Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. 21 wheels.
Will him
Film.
people
Filter
with
waste problem
product.
servicing. Oh, we got 26 out of 26. Or let's say we got 13 yesterday, in today 13. We have already got the score. And then we'll be practicing second, third passage tomorrow, okay? We have just 1-2 minutes. You can leave, okay? You can leave the meeting. And thank you very much for attending the class. I guess it has been quite helpful. And later I'll be sharing this one in my channel, okay? So the student can be benefited if they are preparing for IELTS, right? And just share this among your friends, okay? Everybody,
Okay,
great to
sir.
see you and
Okay,
hope to
sir.
see you in the days ahead. Have a good day and
Okay,
bye-bye.
sir.
Bye,
Same
sir.
here.